Forget private jets and first-class cabins. Imagine a world where every journey is a declaration qua absolute power, shrouded in layers of deception and defended by an arsenal worthy of a battlefield. This isn't a fantasy, but the stark reality of how Kim Jong Un travels, a true masterclass in secrecy, brute force, and tactical misdirection. His travel methods aren't mere luxuries. They are meticulously choreographed operations designed to project an image of untouchable authority while simultaneously ensuring his physical survival against any conceivable threat. We begin our descent into this clandestine world with his aerial movements. The supreme leader doesn't simply board a commercial flight like an ordinary person. That notion is absurd. Instead, he commands a personal fleet, an aerial armada led by a particular Soviet-era jet, the Illusian IL-62M. Affectionately, or perhaps strategically, nicknamed Chamai-1 after North Korea's national bird, the goshawk, this aircraft is more than just transportation. It is a flying fortress, a stark symbol of a regime's commitment to its leaders' impenetrable safety. Originally conceived in the 1960s as the largest jet airliner of its time, capable of ferrying nearly 200 passengers, the IL-62M has undergone a transformation that borders on the fantastical. Gone are the cramped rows and utilitarian aesthetic. In their place, an interior that would put the world's most exclusive private clubs to shame. Step inside this airborne palace, and you are immediately enveloped in an atmosphere of unbridled opulence. Plush white leather chairs, arranged strategically for comfort and conversation, beckon amidst gleaming rosewood tables. Crystal ashtrays, positioned with meticulous precision, catch the light from carefully placed fixtures, creating an environment that seamlessly blends the functionality of a mobile office with the lavishness of a luxury retreat. Yet, the true marvel of this aircraft transcends its luxurious appointments. Its technological heart beats with an advanced capability, allowing Kim Jong Un to remain connected to his regime's operations even as he soars through international airspace at 35,000 feet. These are not standard airline entertainment systems. They are sophisticated communication networks, enabling the supreme leader to conduct critical state business, receive real-time intelligence briefings, and maintain absolute command and control over his nation's activities regardless of his physical location. Luxury, however, is merely one facet of this aerial equation. The security measures integrated into this flying fortress would spark envy in the most advanced military aircraft designers. The jet is fitted with electronic countermeasures, an intricate web of technology engineered to thwart any potential threats. These sophisticated systems can jam enemy radar signatures, disrupt hostile communications, and essentially render the aircraft invisible or untargetable to adversaries during flight. The defensive capabilities extend far beyond passive protection. When Kim Jong Un takes to the skies, his flagship aircraft is often flanked by fighter jet escorts, forming an additional active layer of aerial protection. These military aircraft create a protective bubble around the Chamai-1, their pilots poised to engage any threats that might emerge during the journey. It's a level of protection typically reserved for heads of state in times of active conflict. Yet for the North Korean leader, it has become standard operating procedure for all international travel. The strategic implications of employing this particular aircraft are profound. With a range of approximately 10,000 kilometers, it can reach distant destinations like Singapore, Beijing, and Moscow without the need for vulnerable refueling stops. This non-stop capability is crucial, for each additional landing represents a potential point of vulnerability, a window of opportunity that hostile intelligence services could exploit. But Kim Jong Un's air travel strategy is far more intricate than simply boarding a fortified jet. The regime has perfected a system of misdirection and deception that would impress even the most seasoned intelligence operatives. This became glaringly evident during his historic 2018 journey to Singapore for a summit with then-President Donald Trump. During that pivotal visit, not one, but 3 distinct planes arrived from Pyongyang, instantly sowing confusion among intelligence analysts attempting to track the Supreme Leader's true movements. This was no accidental logistical oversight. It was a meticulously orchestrated deception, specifically designed to obscure which aircraft actually carried Kim Jong Un. Each plane was fully staffed, fully equipped, and maintained the elaborate illusion that the leader could be aboard any one of them. This tactic serves multiple strategic purposes, far exceeding simple misdirection. If hostile intelligence services cannot definitively identify the aircraft carrying the actual target, their ability to plan and execute any potential attack becomes exponentially more difficult. It forces adversaries to spread their resources across multiple targets, diluting their effectiveness and drastically increasing the likelihood that any hostile action would ultimately fail. The Supreme Leader's aerial entourage also includes specialized cargo planes, which play crucial supporting roles in his international travels. These aircraft transport essential items for his trips, most notably his custom-armored limousine. This ensures that his ground transportation maintains the exact same level of security and luxury that defines his air travel. The decision to transport his personal limousine via cargo aircraft rather than relying on local transportation at his destination speaks volumes about the regime's absolute refusal to compromise on security matters. By meticulously controlling every single aspect of his transportation chain, from the aircraft he flies in to the vehicle he rides in upon landing, Kim Jong Un's security team systematically eliminates variables that hostile actors could potentially exploit. While his air travels are undeniably sophisticated, what awaits on the ground often proves even more astonishing in its audacity and protective measures. Upon landing, the theatrical display of aerial power gives way to an equally astonishing spectacle of ground security. At the heart of Kim Jong Un's land transportation empire sits what can only be described as a mechanical marvel of engineering and an absolute testament to excess. His armored Mercedes-Maybach limousine, a vehicle reportedly costing over $1.5 million, is far more than mere transportation. It is a mobile command center, meticulously designed to function as an impregnable cocoon, even in the most hostile environments imaginable. This is not your average luxury car with a few added safety features. Every square inch with this mechanical fortress has been engineered with a singular, primary objective: to keep Kim Jong Un alive under any conceivable threat scenario. The limousine boasts bulletproof and bomb-resistant capabilities, designed to withstand attacks that would completely obliterate conventional vehicles. The sheer engineering required to achieve this extreme level of protection, while somehow retaining the vehicle's mobility, represents a stunning triumph of defensive technology. The relentless attention to detail in the vehicle's protective systems extends to scenarios most people would never even consider. For instance, the limousine features run-flat tires, allowing it to continue moving even if the tires are punctured by gunfire or explosive devices. This seemingly simple feature could mean the critical difference between life and death in a hostile situation, enabling the vehicle to reach safety even under sustained attack. Perhaps most remarkably, the passenger compartments are hermetically sealed, offering protection against chemical attacks. This extraordinary level of precaution suggests that Kim Jong Un's security team has meticulously considered even the most exotic threat scenarios, preparing for everything from conventional weapons to weapons of mass destruction. The engineering needed to create a sealed passenger compartment while simultaneously maintaining breathable air and communication capabilities represents a level of sophistication typically found only in cutting-edge military applications. But Kim Jong Un's armored limousine never travels alone. It is merely one component of a carefully orchestrated convoy that transforms ordinary roadways into secure corridors, rivaling any military operation. The entourage typically includes lead cars that scout the route ahead, providing crucial early warnings. They are flanked by multiple escort vehicles, creating an impenetrable moving shield, with additional cars trailing behind. Each vehicle in this formidable convoy plays a specific, vital role in a defensive strategy that has been refined over decades of meticulous operation. The lead vehicles serve as the convoy's eyes and ears, actively identifying potential threats and neutralizing them before they can even begin to affect the main vehicle. These are not ceremonial escort cars, they are active defensive platforms bristling with sophisticated detection equipment and manned by highly trained security personnel. These operatives are prepared to respond to threats in mere seconds, not minutes, ensuring immediate action. If Kim Jong Un's limousine represents the pinnacle of armored road transportation, his custom train elevates the concept of mobile fortification to an entirely different, almost surreal level. This isn't simply a luxury railcar with a few added security features. It is a heavily armored, exquisitely luxurious mobile command center that functions simultaneously as both transportation and a temporary headquarters for the supreme leader. The train's distinctive appearance immediately sets it apart from any conventional rail transportation. This olive-green behemoth, adorned with a distinctive yellow stripe, announces its presence with an understated elegance that cunningly belies the sophisticated defensive systems contained within. The color scheme is not merely aesthetic, it represents a carefully calculated balance between maintaining a dignified appearance and avoiding the overt ostentation that might attract unwanted attention. Step inside this mobile fortress and you are immediately transported into one world of luxury that rivals the finest five-star hotels in any major capital city. Long rows of plush pink leather chairs provide extraordinarily comfortable seating arrangements for Kim Jong Un and his family, creating an atmosphere that is simultaneously businesslike and remarkably comfortable for extended travel periods. The train's interior spaces have been meticulously designed with ultimate functionality in mind. Recognizing that this vehicle might serve as Kim Jong Un's primary headquarters for days or even weeks at a time, the train is equipped with state-of-the-art conference rooms. These facilities allow Kim Jong Un to conduct critical meetings and remain seamlessly connected with his government at all times. These are humble meeting spaces. They are fully equipped command centers, complete with secure communication systems that empower the supreme leader to maintain absolute control over his nation's affairs, regardless of his physical location. The bedrooms, designed for maximum comfort, ensure that Kim Jong Un can rest and rejuvenate during his long journeys. But comfort represents only a fraction of the equation. These sleeping quarters are also designed with an acute focus on security, featuring reinforced walls and carefully integrated emergency escape routes that could prove absolutely crucial in a crisis situation. The train's dining facilities embody a level of luxury that would impress even the most discerning gourmet. The dining car offers a menu that rivals the finest restaurants, featuring fresh lobster, succulent pork barbecue, and cases of exquisite French wine. This isn't simply about indulgence. Maintaining morale and comfort during extended travel periods is a crucial element of ensuring the supreme leader remains effective and alert throughout his demanding journeys. Adding to the surreal atmosphere of these real journeys, young women, introduced as lady conductors, entertain guests with songs, creating an environment that bizarrely blends the formality of state business with the relaxed, almost intimate atmosphere of an exclusive private club. Yet, beneath this veneer of luxury and entertainment, the train remains an unyielding fortress. The defensive capabilities of Kim Jong Un's train extend far beyond the luxury appointments that often capture media attention. Nicknamed the Moving Fortress, the train is equipped with bulletproof windows and massively reinforced walls and floors, specifically designed to withstand explosives. The engineering required to achieve this extreme level of protection while still maintaining the train's mobility represents a remarkable achievement in defensive technology. But the security features extend beyond passive protection to include active defensive capabilities. According to South Korea's Ministry of Unification, the train is equipped with attack weapons and even carries a helicopter for escape in case of an emergency. This transforms the train from a simple transportation vehicle into a mobile fortress, capable of defending itself and providing escape options even in the most dire circumstances. However, these impressive defensive capabilities come with their own set of operational challenges. Due to the immense weight of its heavy armor and extensive equipment, the train moves at a cautious 55 kilometers per hour. This relatively slow speed is the necessary price paid for the extraordinary level of protection the train provides. The weight considerations extend beyond simple speed limitations. The train must haul Chinmu carriages, each lined top to bottom with heavy armor, along with all the items packed inside. This gargantuan engineering challenge requires not just incredibly powerful locomotives, but also a specialized, reinforced rail infrastructure capable of supporting the enormous weight of the fully loaded train. The slow speed also has significant strategic implications for journey planning. Kim Jong Un's trip to Vietnam to meet then U.S. President Donald Trump famously took 65 hours due to the train's cautious pace. While this might initially seem like a disadvantage, it actually provides several strategic benefits that make the extended travel time entirely worthwhile. The train offers key advantages over aircraft, chiefly providing significantly more flexibility in unforeseen circumstances, particularly in the event of attacks. If an aircraft carrying Kim Jong Un were attacked, survival chances would be dramatically reduced due to the inherent vulnerabilities of air travel. The train, however, can change routes, make unscheduled stops, and even reverse direction if threats are detected along the planned route. Additionally, it is far more challenging to predict train itineraries, adding an extra layer of security. While aircraft must follow predetermined flight paths and land at specific airports, trains can utilize multiple routes and make real-time adjustments based on security assessments and changing threat conditions. Beyond the visible spectacle of armored limousines and fortified trains lies perhaps the most intriguing and least understood aspect of Kim Jong Un's ground transportation network. A sophisticated, clandestine system of underground tunnels and secret routes allows him to move through his territory virtually undetected. This hidden infrastructure represents decades of investment in creating alternative transportation methods that provide the ultimate in insecurity and secrecy. Kim Jong Un's travel arrangements involve a sprawling network of underground tunnels and secret routes that connect key locations throughout Pyongyang and other strategic areas of North Korea. These tunnels are not simple underground passages, they are sophisticated transportation networks meticulously equipped with all the amenities and security features necessary to support extended travel periods. The sophistication of these underground facilities extends far beyond mere transportation corridors. The tunnels are rumored to be equipped with advanced communication systems and security measures, making them virtually impenetrable. This staggering level of infrastructure investment suggests that the regime views these tunnels not just as transportation routes, but as critical national security assets that must be protected and maintained at the highest possible levels. The strategic value of this underground network cannot be overstated. By maintaining the unparalleled ability to move unseen beneath the surface, Kim Jong Un can literally vanish from sight while still maintaining the capability to conduct critical state business and coordinate government activities. This creates a level of unpredictability that makes planning any hostile action against him exponentially more difficult, confounding even the most determined adversaries. But how does he travel on water? When the land routes become too predictable or the air too exposed, Kim Jong Un shifts to the serene yet equally treacherous realm of water. At the innermost circle of Kim Jong Un's protection lies an elite unit that represents the pinnacle of personal security forces anywhere in the world. This is not merely a bodyguard detail. It is the Main Office of Adjutants, also known as Central Party Office No. 6. This formidable unit is composed of hand-picked bodyguards, meticulously selected from the ranks of the Korean People's Army recruits, representing the absolute cream of North Korea's military establishment. The selection process for these elite guardians reads like something ripped from a dystopian novel, where human beings are evaluated like precision instruments rather than individuals. Candidates must meet incredibly specific criteria, including being approximately the same height as Kim Jong Un and having absolutely no visual impairments. But physical characteristics represent only the initial hurdle in an evaluation process that delves deep into every conceivable aspect of a candidate's life and background. They must also demonstrate exceptional, almost superhuman skills and marksmanship when various martial arts. However, mere technical proficiency alone is utterly insufficient for selection. The regime demands an absolute, unwavering loyalty that transcends normal human relationships, creating a selection process that prioritizes psychological commitment even above physical capabilities. The background investigation required for selection represents a level of scrutiny that would make even the most tenacious intelligence agencies envious. This selection process includes a thorough background investigation that reaches back an astounding 2 generations, ensuring that only those with impeccable, unquestioning loyalty to the regime are chosen. This investigation doesn't just examine the candidate, it scrutinizes their parents, grandparents, siblings, and every extended family member for any hint of disloyalty or questionable commitment to the regime. Many of these bodyguards are directly related to the Kim family itself or to other elite North Korean families, further cementing their loyalty beyond mere professional duty. This creates a security force that isn't just professionally committed to protecting Kim Jong Un, they are personally invested in the continuation of the regime that provides their families with a privileged status within North Korean society. Once selected, these elite guards undergo training that transforms them into living, breathing human weapons, capable of neutralizing threats through multiple, brutal methodologies. They undergo intensive training akin to that of the Korean People's Army's Special Operations Forces, including the expert use of handguns, advanced evasion techniques, and a wide array of martial arts, along with grueling physical endurance challenges and relentless behavioral conditioning. The training philosophy behind this elite force prioritizes hand-to-hand combat skills over firearms. Recognizing that the most dangerous threats to Kim Jong Un are likely to occur at close range, where traditional weapons might be ineffective, the bodyguards are trained to neutralize any perceived threat with their bare hands and bodies, making them formidable opponents even when stripped of conventional weapons. The deployment of Kim Jong Un's bodyguards during travel represents a masterpiece of tactical positioning that transforms human beings into a dynamic, living defensive system. When Kim Jong Un travels, his bodyguards form a meticulously arranged protective ring around him, creating a 360-degree view of both the people near him and the immediate surroundings. This isn't simply a matter of having security personnel nearby. It's a carefully choreographed defensive formation where every single position serves a specific tactical purpose. The almost surgical precision of this human formation reveals the extra-carty level of training and coordination required to maintain effective protection in dynamic, often chaotic environments. This ring is typically composed of 3 to 5 bodyguards, including the director of the main office of adjutants, who walk, ride, or advance ahead of him. These advanced guards serve as both scouts and an incredibly effective early warning system, identifying potential threats before they can develop into immediate dangers. Alongside him are 4 to 6 bodyguards, with 2 or 3 positioned on his right and left, creating a mobile protective barrier that moves in perfect sync with Kim Jong Un, regardless of his direction or speed. This formation demands extraordinary coordination and training, as each bodyguard must precisely maintain their position while remaining acutely alert to threats from their designated sectors. Bringing up the rear are an additional 4 to 5 bodyguards, who serve as both a rearguard action and a final line of defense against pursuit or flanking attacks. This creates more terrifyingly effective protective envelope that surrounds Kim Jong Un with trained killers, each prepared to die to ensure his safety. The operational capabilities of these bodyguards extend beyond simple physical protection to include sophisticated communication and identification systems. These bodyguards are some of the only North Korean citizens permitted to carry loaded firearms next to their country's leader, usually a semi-automatic handgun and a backup weapon. This represents a level of trust that is truly extraordinary within the paranoid and highly structured North Korean regime. They wear specific badges and pins on their clothing for a given event to establish their identification and use a complex series of spoken passwords and code phrases. This creates multiple layers of authentication that help prevent infiltration while ensuring that legitimate security personnel can be quickly identified even in chaotic or rapidly evolving situations. The sheer scale of this personal protection force represents a significant investment in human resources that few nations could sustain. The main office of adjutants has an estimated 200 to 300 personnel, of whom over half are bodyguards, with the remainder consisting of highly specialized drivers and technical staff. This creates a security apparatus that rivals the size of small military units, dedicated entirely to protecting a single individual. While Kim Jong Un's land and air transportation methods rightfully capture international attention, his maritime capabilities represent perhaps the most intriguing and least understood aspect of his travel security. The world of luxury yachts and high-speed boats provides Kim Jong Un with clandestine escape routes and secure safe havens that operate entirely outside conventional transportation networks. Kim Jong Un's maritime fleet is centered around Wonsan, a coastal city that serves as a private, exclusive haven for the Kim family. This sprawling compound represents far more than just a vacation destination. It is a fully operational naval facility, complete with private villas, secluded beaches, and massive boat sheds specifically designed to conceal the regime's maritime capabilities from satellite surveillance. The construction of these specialized facilities to support Kim Jong Un's yacht fleet unequivocally demonstrates the regime's unwavering commitment to maintaining maritime escape capabilities. Satellite imagery has, in fact, revealed the construction of an exceptionally large boat shed within the Wonsan compound, specifically designed to house and maintain luxury vessels while keeping them completely hidden from international observation. The centerpiece of Kim Jong Un's maritime fleet is a level of luxury that would impress even the most discerning yacht enthusiasts, the Princess 95 MY. This yacht, valued at a staggering $7 million, is manufactured by the British-based Princess Yachts, which itself belongs to the prestigious LVMH Group, renowned for luxury brands like Louis Vuitton and Christian Dior. The Princess 95 MY is not just a yacht, it is a veritable floating palace that boasts an expansive flybridge deck, generous staterooms, and a full-width saloon and dining area. The vessel can accommodate up to 10 people in unparalleled elegance, making it the perfect platform for extended maritime operations or emergency evacuations. The acquisition with such luxury vessels presents significant challenges, given the stringent international sanctions against North Korea. The yacht's procurement is shrouded in controversy, as it potentially constitutes a direct infringement of United Nations sanctions on the procurement of luxury goods by North Korea. This strongly suggests that the regime has developed sophisticated and highly covert procurement networks capable of circumventing international restrictions with remarkable ingenuity. The clandestine methods used to transport these luxury yachts into North Korean waters further revealed the regime's resourcefulness in evading international oversight. Large cargo ships, colloquially known as yacht ships, are often employed to transport luxury yachts, which can be strategically concealed within container ships, completely shielded from prying eyes by surrounding containers and tarpaulins. Companies like Global Unity, or GU Shipping, a Dalian-based firm with a fleet of machines of 15 ships and a staff of Haichat's Tuchun 42, specialize in providing comprehensive shipping services to North Korea, ensuring that luxury goods reach their destination despite the tight international restrictions. The regime's maritime capabilities extend beyond the flagship Princess 95 MY to include additional luxury vessels that provide crucial redundancy and operational flexibility. The Princess 98 MY, an updated version priced at over $8.7 million, features an interior designed exclusively by Italian handbag designers Fendi, representing what reviewers have described as one of the most luxurious crafts Princess Yachts has ever built. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect of Kim Jong Un's travel security, however, involves the use of human beings as living decoys. These individuals are trained to impersonate the supreme leader so convincingly that they could fool even his closest associates. This represents the ultimate fusion of human sacrifice and state security, where individuals willingly surrender their very identity to serve as expendable shields for their leader. Kim Jong Un employs body doubles who undergo rigorous training to mimic his every mannerism, his distinctive speech patterns, and even his unique gait. The selection process for these human decoys represents perhaps the most extreme example of the regime's commitment to protecting its leader through any means necessary, pushing the boundaries of identity and self-sacrifice. The initial criteria for these body doubles are incredibly stringent, demanding an exact match to Kim Jong Un's height and build. Yet, physical similarity is merely the starting point of an exhaustive evaluation process that systematically transforms ordinary individuals into living replicas of the supreme leader. The psychological requirements for this extraordinary role are immense. These individuals must possess an unwavering willingness to literally become someone else, surrendering their own identity entirely for the supreme protection of the regime. Their journey then proceeds with an exhaustive background check, meticulously vetting their families for any potential security risks. This investigation extends far beyond the individual, encompassing their entire family network, ensuring that no potential vulnerabilities exist that could compromise the deception or, more critically, endanger Kim Jong Un's safety. Once selected, these doubles embark on intensive training, a regimen designed to instill in them an uncanny ability to imitate Kim Jong Un's every move, every nuance. This training transcends simple physical mimicry, delving deep into psychological conditioning that allows them to inhabit the role completely. They must learn not just how Kim Jong Un walks or talks, but how he thinks, how he reacts, and how he presents himself in a myriad of situations. This training is so profoundly thorough that even close associates of the leader can be fooled, creating a level of deception that transforms these human decoys into perfect replacements, capable of maintaining the illusion even under the closest scrutiny from individuals who work with Kim Jong Un on a regular basis. The strategic value of these body doubles extends far beyond simple physical protection, escalating into a form of psychological warfare on an international scale. The use of body doubles serves multiple critical purposes. Firstly, it masterfully creates confusion among potential assassins or spies. If an attacker cannot be absolutely sure which Kim Jong Un is the real one, their chances of success diminish significantly, often to the point of impossibility. Secondly, it grants the real Kim Jong Un an unparalleled freedom to travel more freely and with significantly less risk. While a body double is making a carefully orchestrated public appearance, the real leader could be moving to a completely different, undisclosed location entirely. This creates an extraordinary level of operational flexibility that makes tracking Kim Jong Un's actual movements nearly impossible, as intelligence services must constantly question whether they are observing the real leader or a meticulously trained imposter. Among the most visually striking and perhaps unsettling elements of Kim Jong Un's security detail are the running bodyguards, who have become almost synonymous with his international appearances. These guards represent far more than simple physical protection. They are a living, breathing demonstration of absolute loyalty, bordering on the religious in its intensity and commitment. The running bodyguards were first prominently seen during the Inter-Korean Summit in April 2018, and again during the Singapore Summit, creating indelible images that captured international attention and sparked widespread speculation about the regime's unique security methods. But these dramatic displays serve practical purposes far beyond their obvious propaganda value. They run tirelessly alongside Kim Jong-un's limousine, forming a moving shield around the vehicle, a human barrier that can respond instantaneously to threats without requiring complex mechanical systems or electronic coordination. This represents the ultimate fusion of human dedication and tactical defense, where living beings become integral components of a mobile protective system. This spectacle is not merely for show. It is a highly coordinated, critical security measure. The running bodyguards are an immediate first line of defense, rigorously trained to respond instantly and decisively to any threat. Their precise positioning around the vehicle creates multiple layers of physical protection, while simultaneously demonstrating the regime's chilling willingness to sacrifice human lives to protect their leader. The physical demands placed on these running guards are extraordinary, requiring them to maintain a blistering pace with fast-moving vehicles while simultaneously remaining acutely alert to potential threats and ready to respond with lethal force at a moment's notice. This level of physical conditioning and mental focus represents years of relentless preparation for moments that may last only seconds but could ultimately determine the very fate of the regime itself. Looking back, the methods employed for Kim Jong Un's travels are a chilling testament to the lengths a state will go to ensure the perceived invulnerability of its leader. From the fortified luxury of his private jet, disguised and defended to thwart aerial threats, to the armored convoy that transforms public roads into secure corridors, every journey is an intricate dance between opulence and paranoia. His custom train, a rolling fortress replete with command centers and emergency escape routes, offers a robust alternative to air travel, allowing him to navigate his vast territory with both secrecy and strategic flexibility. And beneath the visible infrastructure, the rumored network of underground tunnels stands as a silent monument to decades of clandestine investment, enabling movements completely undetected by the outside world. But perhaps the most profound and unsettling aspect of this entire security apparatus lies not in the steel and technology, but in the human element. The fiercely loyal, meticulously trained bodyguards, selected through generations of vetting, form a living ring of defense, ready to face any threat with unwavering resolve. And the ultimate deception, the use of human body doubles, pushes the boundaries of identity, transforming individuals into expendable shields for the leader, creating a constant fog of uncertainty for any would-be adversary. These extraordinary measures are not merely about personal safety. They are about maintaining an image of absolute, unquestionable power. They are about projecting an aura of invincibility both to the world and to his own people. They create a psychological barrier as formidable as any physical one, reminding everyone that the supreme leader exists on a plane far removed from ordinary mortals, protected by mechanisms both visible and invisible, both technological and, tragically, chillingly human. The elaborate tapestry of his travels reveals a deep-seated understanding of vulnerability, transformed into an unprecedented display of control, than, ultimately, a stark lesson in the enduring power of deception in the 21st century.